Hey guys, welcome to a new Let's Build. Last time was my boats, and this time it's more of a special Let's Build. I am doing a collab with Chant, and it's only gonna be a two video collab, one on my channel and one on hers. And we just thought it was a very nice idea. We've been talking about this for 2 or 3 weeks. We had like maybe it's even more, I can't remember, but we had an idea of making this fortune teller tent. And of course, the vintage pack gives us a fortune teller, sort of, and a lot of circus stuff. So that is definitely something that is possible now. But as usual, I kind of got the, what you say, I always go the difficult way, I must say. Like I no not that though, but I always like the challenge of trying something that I haven't tried yet before. And even though I made the circus in Dania, um, this one is more special. Chant had drawn a picture of this kind of a fortune teller and how she imagined it to look like, and I kind of liked it. You'll see it here on the screen how it looks, and I'm just trying to capture an image in my head on how I want the tent to look in the game. And as I used for my circus in Dania, I of course used the drapes here too. But this time I tried to give it a little bit more shape and structure, if you can say that. Like because it's a little bit more smaller, I now have more pieces, and it's not that high either. So it could work. But then again, of course, I get over that limit of using, I don't know what it was when it was finished at the end, before I start deleting pieces, but it came up to like 6,000, 7,000 or something. And Chant only needed 500 pieces or so for her show. So that gave me in total like 3,500. Sorry. And of course, I get over that limit. A circus with the drapes is just, it's not really a difficult task. It's more difficult to keep the piece count down if you want to have it for a blueprint. And I was struggling a lot with this because I don't only want to make the tent, I also want to put a little bit of my own detail to it. And also I did that, but it also cost me to go look for 2,500 pieces or so. But that's just how it is when you are using the drapes for such a thing here. And I also, as I said, try to give it more shape and try to make it look more like a circus by using the drapes. And as usual, I find so many layers of it. So at some point in the video as well, there are some clips where I am deleting a lot of pieces. Um, it's it, it the interior inside of the circus doesn't look very well either. I mean, the custom awnings I made on the outside of the tent here, circus, you call it what you want, is kind of it's a lot of drapes, and I found out like each of them is something like 88 or something. So I had to go and delete so many of them, and so some of them may not have turned out looking equal and stuff, but in the end it doesn't really matter because with the surroundings that I made for it, with the small details and stuff, it kind of gives that a little bit. It's a little bit broken and it's not half. Yeah, I mean it is done, but some things are missing and stuff. You see some holes in it and so on, and I like that. Um, but yeah, anyways, when I first got to the shape of the tent, uh, I had to change the color, and that was also a struggle. Um, and Chan was watching a little bit while I was making this, and we discussed the colors, and we got to the point that we wanted some a little bit we wanted some dark and a little bit what you say something that tells just some circus color-ish. So it's not getting too dark or not too colorful either, or how you say. At some point too, you'll see me deleting the awnings inside, and I know some of them doesn't look very well, but because of the piece count at the end, I just couldn't do anything good about it. But Chant gets it afterwards, and she does something inside of the circus because it is she is making the show. So be sure also to go into Chant's channel afterwards and see the ending of me and her collabing here. Which is also funny is, as I was saying, Chant was watching this, some of it while I was building, and she could already see that it was gonna be such a struggle for me to keep the piece count low, and she really liked the tint and how it looked this far. And so we kind of agreed that, you know what, let's just have 3 entrants to it, and that will also give us more pieces. So that's what we also did, and then you can also kind of see when she's making the show and finishing it, it's possible to see from each side, even though you are not supposed to see it from there. The funny thing about this is it's supposed to be a look up from the top. That is also why we don't have anything up there, and we will place an air balloon there. So it's more yeah, and it really looks super cool. I gotta admit that it's such an awesome show. The one you see here though is just something, it's like a prototype Chant gave me, so I could build like the tent around it. As you see, everything here is pretty much custom, and as much as I add more pieces to it, I also go delete. So you guys, as I said, you will see me go back and forth, delete some, add some, delete some. It was very hard to cut in or to cut out, because then it would be so many mini clips of something that was just add on to it. So, but anyways, guys, I will get back to you in the end of the video with a little bit more talking, and I have provided you guys with some tunes. So I'll see you in the end, guys. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back from the speed build. We're still doing a little bit here. Before I show you my end result of it, and of course Chant will have the official ending of it. And also remember to go check the ending out on her channel, which is very important if you want to see how the show is, because it is amazing. At the end here, as I said, I wasn't quite sure on what to do around the tent. I wanted to have like a spooky feel to it, but not too spooky, because of course I didn't have the pieces to go crazy. So it was very minimal of what I could add as pieces. But I think it came out great nonetheless. Sign-wise, Chan was trying also to make a sign for it, and I tried to make one too, as you will see. I really haven't explored all the vintage pieces yet, and then I found this decorative shape, which kind of have like it could be a carpet. Or it could be like a tent, like the pointy thing. And I thought that would probably be quite nice. And the more I looked at it in front of it, I kind of liked it. And I started adding more and more pieces to it. To how can I make this more interesting? And then the more I made on it, and at the end I showed it to Chant, and she was like, "Oh, this is so cool. Let's keep that." And I was like, "Okay." The design here, it was I think it was 27 pieces or so, so I needed to go delete a few more, but it was okay. But I really like the spooky font as well. So it gives it a nice touch to it. So and I was actually struggling a little bit of what I have to write below, but then I got something that I think was quite nice. So. I was going for like a little bit a little bit of broken, sign, and you know, some of the festive lights on the floor, on the ground, I mean. And yeah, just a little bit of a decoration on it, not too much, just to feel it, to make it feel old and spooky and broken, of course. And I like the turnout on how this ended. It goes great with the tent, so I'm more than satisfied with it. And I thought that the gemstone would work well as like the ball the fortune teller uses to represent it, and then I also placed like the flying book, which I kind of thought was a neat idea for it as well. So like the sign tells you some sort of story already, that this is where you can get a glimpse of your future. And I would definitely say that it describes a fortune teller sign all right. And back to the tent for a sec. I at first I was struggling, as I told you guys, but I was building it to a higher level, because Chant put like some sort of a arch up there where you had to look down from. Um, but then I thought, like, the more I built on it, that the 10 were kind of more, like, I don't know what you say. It just felt too clumsy for it to be so big compared to the little shape it had. And so she said, yeah, you can put it down a little bit more, and that's what I did. And I really thought that after that, that was just like, it was a good thing, because then I thought the tent just looked more tenty, if that even is even a word. Um, but I'm very very satisfied on how this turned out, and I'm gonna pass it on to Chan, so she's gonna finish up the pieces. And I apologize, Chan, for using all these pieces. um, but nonetheless, the show she made and this goes so well together, guys. So please make sure to go check it out. Um, and yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you like my builds and my content. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.